Okay, good morning.
It's not morning here, it's afternoon.
No, it's the morning. It's always the morning.
Shut up, Jack.
Shut up, Harris. Okay, I'm Jack and that's Harris. And yes, that's Harris. And we're going to do a commentary for Jak and Daxter. First time ever doing commentary for probably either of us. So, let's just get into it right there.
It really take this long to pick a game.
Well, I was just showing off all three of them.
I was just showing off all three of them.
Shut up, Harris. I'm probably going to end up doing all three of them at some point or another. Just starting with the first one. So, isn't this black screen wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So entertaining.
Beautiful. Okay. So, loading. I bet you're having fun right now. Daxter. Edgy. If only you could dance like that, Harris.
I can. I just don't normally dance like that.
Because you can't. Skills. I remember playing this when it first came out or so. Like, 10 years ago, wasn't it?
I didn't.
Ha! In your face, you had no childhood.
I did, I played Jak too.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that counts as a childhood.
Shut up.
So anyway.
I played enough Worms. It's just I was so fervent when I played it on my own. When I played multiplayer on my own. I don't even know why too.
Just because you want to see the worms die. That's quite sadistic, actually.
The weird thing is I made my own storyline. I was that forever alone.
You created all these characters with names.
I did. I created teams with names.
And you were like, and then Jimmy went to his death, and his teammates yelled, "No, Jimmy, come back! It's too risky." And Jimmy said, "I have to do this." And he died a hero heroically, being beaten to death with a baseball bat and falling into water and drowning.
The sad thing is that probably was a story.
Replacing Jimmy with the name Harrison, it's almost a true story.
No.
So right there you just heard Samos introducing himself very vaguely and introducing the concept of eco and the world they live in very vaguely.
Because Jak is just
Mute. And Daxter's like, my head's on fire. He's like, our first impression is Daxter's an idiot. But of course he's a super smart genius behind that facade of dorkiness. I wonder if those bandages are actually healing any of Jak's wounds or not, like if they're just a fashion statement or something.
fashion statement.
Well,
Really?
Why not? I mean,
Really, Jak?
but they're,
Fashion statement.
well, they're bandages. You know, people don't normally wear bandages for any other reason than to heal wounds. I'm arguing against myself, aren't I?
Yes, you're basically talking to yourself right now.
Shut up, Harris. You're listening, so obviously I'm not. Right? Okay, so Jak being sneaky, Daxter being clumsy. You're going to see a lot of that. I really like the lurkers. Good.
Because you have to fight them.
And they die in one hit. There's Goal, who has a throat problem. The General Grievous of the Jak and Daxter world.
You have to throw that in an episode 3 joke. People are still trying to forget that.
I wouldn't want to forget that. I would want to forget Anakin in the first film. It's the episode 1.
And all the prequels.
Like, that's what I meant, like episode 1 by the first film.
Yes, and his angsty teenage when he's in episode 3.
Mainly 2, I think. Episode 3 was just, you know, I feel lost. And then Daxter falls over.
You stupid ass.
Wow, stupid precursor junk.
It's a barrel, Daxter. A very, very small barrel. Fun fact, there's precursor rating on it, and if you translate it, it comes out as danger or caution. Something like that.
Wow.
Where did they go? Why did they build this crap?
Daxter should be a comedian.
Precursor wants some power cells.
Up on stage with you. Two of you trying not to kill each other.
Wow, how did you do that?
Magic.
I think we're in trouble.
That was Daxter. Obviously, he's, you know, the fault for himself turning into an Otso. Well, that's awkward. How'd your best friend die? I fell into him.
Man, that stunk. I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened. What?
Your proportions, they're... This It looks so bizarre when you compare it to the later games as well. Cause
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
lot of hope. Yeah, just let all the other lurkers to know where Daxter is.
Yeah.
How did they get off the island after that?
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
Well, actually,
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath.
Burn.
But in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping? Or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping because in my professional
Jack's
opinion,
just
the
sitting there
change is an
watching them argue.
improvement. And besides,
Probably.
I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
Seamus is such a troll in this game.
Who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you.
He's wearing a log on his head.
He's apparently a sage of Green Eco, so he's like one with nature.
But there's no reason to wear a log on your head.
Nobody has
And
spoken to him in
sort of
ages.
log
I would
plate
teleport
shoes.
you there, but I
Well,
can't do that
I guess
either.
he's making a
I could easily
The
mistake him
sages
for a
that
hippie.
the other
Fashion
teleporter
statement.
gates have seen
A
50
fashion statement again.
for quite a while. The only
Oh,
other
dear.
way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But
We
you
could try.
fly over it. If you had a zoom where you could
Insert
put the
love
heat
interest
shield.
here.
I just
Hi,
happened
I'm
to be working on
stereotypical
such a
love
thing at this
interest.
very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough
Well, how
energy to
disproportionate all the
withstand
characters are in this
heat.
game.
Isn't that right, Dad?
Like, they fix them up a bit in later
Yes,
games,
Kira,
but
that might work.
I mean, Kira's eyes are as big as
But
her.
we're a boy
That's half her
and a
head.
half going to get 20 power cells.
From the
Daxter has no
villagers.
wrists
Most
whatsoever.
Of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere.
Not to mention all these
and
guys.
even if they aren't willing to just give them away,
All the villagers.
greasing their palms with a few
They look so
precursor
weird.
orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds, just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Adventure.
You got the
Implied.
brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you
I think
do
I could.
anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some
Why is he
practice
floating?
on
I don't know, he
Geyser
doesn't
Rock.
do it in any of the other
Won't
games.
find any
This
more
is
of that dark
confusing.
gooey eco
I
stuff,
know.
will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get
That'd
in
be
there!
kind of annoying.
You both into
Two
friends.
Samus Sages. That's a fair anyway. Boing. Right, now gameplay begins. And you're going to see my awesome skills by turning the camera
Awesome
around.
as in crap.
Shut up. This isn't your playthrough.
Come back through the
Yes,
warp gate
I'm in the
and
commentary.
find all four
That doesn't give you any right to mock
It gives me
my...
more than enough.
This device is a communicator.
Well, I'm still better than you. Alright, you get in a first person
This is the
view.
communicator. This is gonna get really annoying soon.
How did they fit
Like our
that
commentary.
in? Shut up. It's not that bad.
See, look, it's exactly like Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, with the spin attack. I think they did that on purpose. We cameo. In Samos's hut, you can even see one of the plant monsters that appeared in the game. I hated those plant monsters. I never got past them all the time. Right, so as well as collecting every power cell in the game, I decided I would also try and collect every orb in the game. You know, show
Milk every bit of this game and make it a lot more tedious. Well done, Jack.
Well, I might as well, for anyone who needs to know. You need to know.
But for the people who don't,
Well, maybe not, but, you know, let's face it, you don't come here to watch the game, you come here to listen to us.
no, I think they've already muted it. So
Charming. You have no hope in our talent, do you?
no.
Frankly,
Why just call it a talent?
frankly, I'll be surprised if anyone outside of our friends watches this because, well, these playthroughs are overused. They're all over YouTube. Since the moment this,
So you
this
made
came out.
one.
Well, everyone else was encouraging me. I did think maybe it wasn't worth it, but everyone said you might as well. For
It's not
fun.
worth it, so I may as well do it.
You're one of the people who told me to do this, Aris, so be
I
quiet.
was?
Yeah. I said, I don't know if it's really worth it anymore, and you said, well, you
Maybe
might
it's
as
at
well.
that point in the
Fine.
morning where I don't even know what I'm saying.
Morning, we were walking home from school. It was the afternoon.
Morning.
It was. You just got me to. No, forget that.
Jack.
It's always the
You're
morning.
confused.
Shut up. Yeah, it's the morning. Of course it was the morning. Anyway. So yeah, collecting all the scout flies like a boss.
I'm just doing that.
I was practicing my dive bomb jump. You can, if you press X right as you hit the ground when you do a dive bomb, you actually spring up into the air. It's utterly pointless, but it's a nice touch. There's also another reason why The Lost Frontier is such a terrible game, because they didn't put in touches like that. Yeah.
Wow!
Every kid who bought this game clearly did it so they could see the underbelly of Daxter.
If you collect all 7 in each
Okay, that
area,
sounds...
you can find even more power cells.
That's blue eco, which
Well, I can see that it's blue, but could you explain what the eco is?
blue eco
No.
allows
They never explain what eco is. It's just, that's blue eco, that's green eco, that's red eco, and
They
that's yellow
expect
eco.
you to know.
Eco! It's...
Because they aren't talking to you, Jack, they're talking to Jack. Oh wait, no! No!
You might want to think that one through a bit more.
I tried to, but then again... they're talking to Jacker!
They're not talking to Jack, they're talking to Jack! Of course they are, Harris, of course they are. See, I think we might have a knack for this. See how good I am at jumping. I can jump off vertical walls.
Why don't you go jump off a building for this?
That's a little bit low, Harris.
What?
That's low. It's a little bit low.
You keep saying every day at school that I die. I mean... in horrible ways too.
Because you have the funniest reactions.
This is a precursor door.
Try that with your friends, kids. Visualize them dying.
Especially if their name is Jack. Because it makes everything a lot funnier.
No, it's Harris. You're the one who came up with it after all, and we use it against you to no end. Whoa!
See, Jack.
See, I have a natural skill for surviving. Your
natural skill at being a tool
your
and
natural
nearly
skill.
killing yourself.
Your natural skill is dying. I look at Daxter just jumps up and says, no!
Oh,
I didn't mean to do
well done, Jack. Well done.
that. Yeah, I transitioned out the wee thing because no one wants to see that. So, no worries, friends. I made my way back eventually. See that awesome jump I made, and then I got back to the bridge and jumped over the
I would
orb.
actually hope you failed again.
I'd have to go all the way around in a circle again and waste precious minutes.
Letting you use it for the maximum time.
Yep, there's a time limit on having superpowers. I remember these days. Yeah.
I don't. All I remember is playing Worms alone.
Well, I remember the first time I ever picked up Jak and Daxter and played it. I got stuck right at the very beginning. Now you'll notice I actually missed an orb. I actually missed one of the orbs back
Oh
here.
my god, it's a crime. I missed an orb!
No, the horror. But still, yeah. So I ended up coming back later, which we'll see in a minute. But
Really?
yeah, I can't leave a single orb
Yeah, now you have an idea how bad that sounds.
I'm a perfectionist, Harris. You don't understand.
Yes.
Leave me alone.
No.
Shut up. It's my way of handling every argument. So, yeah, practicing the dive bomb jump again.
So you missed.
Picking up eco I don't need.
Jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher.
The concept of double jump in its early days. People are like, huh?
Oh.
And I was absolutely shocked. 2 orbs were missing. Not just 1, 2. And I was worried. But I picked up a power cell because, well, why not?
Jack, why you did this?
Because it's necessary. Must achieve everything in life, Harris. And one of them is collecting every single... Is that? Yeah, that's Jamie. He came online at that point. So Jamie, if you're watching this, you came on right as I failed. So that says something, I think.
Knowing Jamie, he probably won't even watch this commentary.
He'll stop.
Jack made it, nope.
That's harsh. Yep, and I found the last 2 orbs. I'm so proud. No worries. You know, it's not like I would keep the footage of me going back to look for an orb again. That'd be a huge waste of time. So yeah, only one place to warp to, and yet it still gives you 3 options. And
Toss.
Whee! Fail. Hey Daxter, scrub the floor while you're down there.
But that's nothing compared to
Is that his
the
hair around the
I
wall?
had.
It might be actually. Never thought of that.
Jack. We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out,
I can never really put a finger on Samus's personality because sometimes he's like corny and other times he's serious
head out to the far side
and other times he's just
and
grumpy.
pick 'em out.
Like you.
Follow
I'm going to ignore that.
Now, all of you,
Cartoon moment.
get out of here!
And we're done.